Hello everyone, it's day 5 of Mark and the March rehearsals. We've blown in on the wings of Storm Eunice this morning, and we're just going to have a little think about what we've been doing this first week. So I'm going to put you guys on the spot. What has been a kind of moment of clarity, a standout moment, a little thing that you will remember, or a thing that you've taken from this week? Just give me a memory moment from this week.
I think the memory that's strong in my head is the first day of rehearsals when we did the What is the Game?
Yeah.
Which went on for 40 minutes, but it felt like 10 minutes. And it was scary, and it was liberating, and I think it's kind of informed the whole week, really, in a way, of just kind of jumping in and going for it, and not overthinking things too much.
Nice.
Is it a cop-out if I say exactly the same thing?
What he said.
Think of your own ideas. But no, actually following on from that, just that kind of, the feeling of you don't need necessarily to come in and try and psych yourself up to be ready, just let the creative experience just flow, and that there's no right and wrong when it comes to idea sharing, which is something definitely that I used to do, of sort of pre-planning things like, oh, this would be cool, but then actually, if Joel or Zaki have an idea and you go, that's cool, I'm gonna build on that, it becomes so much nicer than just not listening to each other and planning an idea.
Nice.
The power of imagination. As an actor, obviously, we use our imagination a lot, but I feel like we've used it throughout very, very intensively through this process. I love the clicking game. That requires a lot of imagination and creating things out of nothing. I think that's brilliant, and it's very lovely to do it with people that really invest in nothing and the imagination. So
investing in nothing.
Investing in nothing.
Quote of the day.
Yes.
That's excellent. I think I've had lots of favourite moments this week, but I'm still very much enjoying the brilliant internal logic of, we're doing games that involve noises, so I've made a microwave, and out of the microwaves comes this cake, which is now a custard pie. It was just so all of these steps make sense, and the entire thing is ridiculous. I really enjoyed that moment, plus custard pies. Can't go wrong. Where do you think we are at in terms of, we've not put the whole show together yet, and we've been working out of order. How has that been, making bits like a kind of jigsaw? Because today's the day to stick them all together. So how are you feeling about that? Do you have a sense of the whole show, or does it feel quite bitty still?
Personally, I've got, quite a good sense of the overall show, and I've actually really enjoyed not working in chronological order. I don't know about you guys, but I find, because we found those really organic moments of play, they're like little light bulbs in throughout a skeleton, rather than a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like ping, 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 and then eventually it will all just be, just a very natural, fun piece.
Yeah. And although we haven't worked in chronological order, I feel like we've worked in a way which makes emotional sense in terms of what we've been working on and where we've gone. And it feels like we've arrived at certain moments of the show at the right time. But I think, what will be really exciting now is stitching it together and seeing the full kind of trajectory and how we arrive at that end point. Because I think there are definitely moments I've found, looking at them in isolation, it's quite hard to get to that place.
Yeah.
Whereas you almost need the momentum of the previous games to get there. So I'm looking forward to kind of seeing how that works.
Seeing how it all knits together.
Yeah. Taking them out of the timeline and isolating them into each sections allows us to just look at it as a fresh section instead of looking at it as a continuous, because you can lose momentum sometimes. But looking at each section freshly from start to finish, you just have that, and then you can merge all of them together and make it quite nice. Yeah.
Nice. I suspect today we'll have quite a lot of moments of everyone going,
yeah, absolutely.
But those are quite fun. I think there's probably opportunity in the moments of, I have no idea. And probably what we'll need to look at is how we mesh together from one piece to the next, because we've not really kind of found all those little Lego brick clips, have we yet? So I think that'll be a fun task for today. It's going, okay, here's where we ended this thing. and here's where we started this thing. What's the bridge? What's the thought? However bonkers that gets us from here to here. So we've also started to introduce some bits of costume and some paint, which we're going to talk about more next week in another video, I think. How's it feeling to start to kind of get a bit more of the visuals of the show? Do you feel good in the costumes helping? You know, kind of how are they feeling?
Totally, because I think, especially for the first part of the show, where we are very much in our role as mat rollers, and
Important job.
and having some sort of uniform, I think, helps with that, and also to unify us as a three too, and also on a boring practical level, just having somewhere to place your kazoo and all your other gadgets. Yeah.
No, I agree, because they're quite. I'm just looking at your legs at this moment, but they're quite baggy in the legs, so then you can. I don't know. I think that quite helps with characterization and just getting really free with it. Like, I can find my stance and things.
Own your gravity.
Yeah, I can own my gravity. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying that as well.
I think in all pieces of theatre or performance, costume always enhances the performance. These specific overalls are quite delicious. They're quite sexy. They're nice on the shoulders, comfortable, good material, shin pads, padded knees, which is always useful when you're moving around. And it just enhances the colour of the paint.
It does.
Mark on the marked.
Yeah.
The fact that they're white, whoever chose that.
It's like an advert for dungarees.
Yeah. What can I say? Basically, these overalls are beautiful.
They're
Thank
brilliant.
you.